One, Excellency, and my dear elder brother, Jonathan, let me respectfully stand on all new and existing protocols. Where do we start talking of our dear father, Clark? For someone like me who has just been part of this 2023 election, he lived a life of courage, a life of sacrifice, a life of justice, a life that is valued. But most importantly, he's continued living that life to the end. I listened to my brother Mike when he talked about, may the labor of our heroes past not be in vain. I'm sorry, I'm happy that Jarago 1 is here, and I'm happy that Jonathan is here. But I can tell you, their sacrifice is in vain. They've sacrificed for nothing. When this country, when people were protesting, when there was no need to protest under Jonathan, where are those protesters? Have they died? Where are they? So why are we saying it should not be in vain? Jonathan increased fuel from 87 naira to 120, and people were protesting in this country. And when it was 900, they were not protesting. Are they dead? So why are we saying it should not be in vain? People protested when Naira was 180, and when it was 1,000, they're not protesting. Are they dead? So let's not say it should not be in vain. I spoke a few days ago, and people said I'm demarketing Nigeria. When it's truth being demarketed, one bank has just shown that 75% of Nigerians in rural areas are poor. It's one bank targeting Nigeria. UNICEF 2 days ago released that Nigeria now have over 2 million malnourished children, the second highest in the world. Are they targeting Nigeria? Let's face the reality. Their labor is in vain. We have a country now that is not democratic. We are not a democratic country. Let's tell ourselves the truth. Is the election that happened in Edo, is it democratic? Just the last election in Edo, it was a democratic election. Everybody knows who won that election. So why are we keeping it and saying, let the work not in vain? It is in vain. So we can start picking the pieces now, because they've destroyed everything people have sacrificed for. Look at what is happening in Nigeria today. Above all, Jarago 1, you sacrificed everything. The country people sacrifice has turned into a crime scene. All we do today is stealing. You know, and we have to do something. All we need to do is live a courageous life. May God Almighty that called him home grant him eternal rest and grant us the courage to look into what our Father needs for and start picking our pieces. May God bless all of them.
Anybody who is bringing Peter Obi on the table,
you mean 2027 that's coming up,
or in any political permutation, is bringing the new Nigeria, the new third force, is bringing absolute victory into whatever is done. Right. So you are talking about a political party. We are talking about, when you come to election, you talk about candidates. Peter Obi electrified Labour Party. Peter Obi has no business to lose sleep about whatever is happening in any political party. How many months did he join Labour Party? And he made what he made. People are loyal to his person. The new Nigeria is loyal to his person.
And presumably,
yes,
that he'll take the obedience with him wherever he goes.
That's a hypothetical question. But I'm telling you that obedient, Obi is the Obi in the obedient. So it's only natural that the obedience that was founded based on Obi was certainly follow him to wherever he's going. Won't you follow a man that has never had a scandal? You're searching for a new Nigeria that is bedeviled by people being killed, women degraded, depraved, economy sinking every day. Won't you like a man who, when he was in Anambra State, the security system in Anambra State was so perfect that kidnappers ran away. Know where they ran to? Magode Estate, the home state of the incumbents. The security that Peter Obi discharged away from Anambra State found their safe havens in other places. Anambra State became like a Goshen, where evil will run around it but will not penetrate.
I want to specifically speak to my dear brother, Kenneth Okonkwo, whom I dearly, dearly appreciate and respect. I've not been a person that is into politics. I got involved with this whole politics and the issues about Nigeria when I saw a friend of mine, Pastor Yinka Yusuf, talk about a person that he's met at the airport, and that is Peter Obi, who was a one-time governor of Anambra State. And Yinka also is not somebody who really likes politics and politicians because of the corruption, being a man who is upright and a person who believes in integrity. So he's never paid homage to any politician. There was an occasion where he was traveling and he had a team of protocol that helped him to the airport. On getting to the airport with his protocol, he met the former governor of Anambra State, Mr. Peter Obi. And while Reverend Yinka had a big team helping him, he saw Peter Obi pulling his own luggage alone. When they got into the VIP lounge, he got to realize this is Peter Obi taking care of himself, just like any other person that was in the VIP there. So Yinka said, this man, anytime he gets involved in politics again and wants to stand in for president, I will support him. And that's how I now saw that, wait, you mean Yinka can be excited about politics and see somebody that he can stand for? And I guess that's how Yinka got involved, and also I started reading things that he was saying about Obi, the kind of person he is. And then the whole obedient movement thing started. And I, being from Kaduna State, being from the north, we've always been told, we shouldn't trust anybody that is from the southeast, especially if they are Igbos. But then I started getting involved, and some of you are aware of a lot of the broadcasts that I did in 2022 running up to the election and even after the election. And it was so sad that the election was stolen in plain sight. Nobody can convince me that Mr. Peter Obi did not win, which is what even Kenneth Okonkwo and many others believe. Okonkwo made broadcasts, he spoke a lot on television, Kenneth, and I really respect him. And even after the election was stolen, he came out, he was among the people that kept speaking. The challenges that happened in Labour Party, Kenneth Okonkwo stood in. But somewhere along the way, I think some things happened that he had to step aside, and currently not really supporting Peter Obi, and is back to supporting Atiku. However, I just want to make a special call to you, Mr. Kenneth Okonkwo, that looking at what has happened in Nigeria, it's not just about grabbing power from Tinubu and the APC. Let's be very frank. I am from Kaduna State. Since 1999, we've never had somebody from the southeast. And since you can see that this man, Peter Obi, has what it takes, I think all of us should really support him. Even if it's just one term, let's give it a try. I still believe that among all the candidates, whether it is APC, PDP, Labour Party, or let's talk about the current coalition, Peter Obi still stands above them all. The idea of Atiku, somebody that has tried about 6 times, this will be the 7th time, it will be shooting ourselves in the foot. I know you are a lawyer and you are a very smart person. You've got your views, and I'm not trying to change you or police you. You've got your rights. However, I think your current stand on supporting Atiku is not wise. If they were going to allow an open primary, I can tell you Atiku will never even get 20%. Let them try it. They should try an open primary where the people are allowed, not only the obedient, but let Nigerians that support this new ADC that has been formed, let the general public be allowed, not just a few people that are selected. You know Atiku. You know what they have done in the past. He's just going to buy the delegates. They're going to use money. And you know, principal, that you also have supported, that you have stood with, is not going to put in money there. And if people have to pay to get the ticket. The process is already flawed. Let's know who will deliver the goods, who will help Nigeria. The new Nigeria, Mr. Kenneth, that you're advocating for. Let's give Peter Obi a chance. I'm not trying to police you. I'm just saying my honest opinion is that something has to change. I really respect you, Mr. Kenneth. Your support for Atiku, I don't see this as something that is in the best interest of Nigeria this time. I feel that deep down in your heart, you truly know who has what it takes to change Nigeria. You know who has character, capacity, vision, and the know-how to bring about change in this Nigeria and this current situation that we're facing. So I call upon you, let's please lay aside anything that has to do with sentiment, self-interest, allegiance to anyone. Let's think Nigeria. That's what I'm thinking. And I believe we're all thinking Nigeria. Mr. Kenneth, I know you will do the right thing. You are a very intelligent person. You're also God-fearing. Let's do the needful. It's not just about let's give it to the North so we can have the Northern support. Currently now, I believe that Peter Obi has the needed support, even in the North, to win the presidency. This shouldn't be an issue of coming as a coalition, but knowing behind their mind that they are pushing Atiku because they know he will give the money to get the ticket. Let's please do the right thing. This is my call. I'm not doing it because I'm I'm not obedient. I'm not Labour Party. I'm not in politics. I'm just somebody that's concerned about the welfare of Nigeria. And I know, Mr. Okonkwo, you will do the right thing. We have been calling Atiku to step aside. Atiku should step aside. What is he fighting for? Was he in the coalition for his own self-interest? Atiku, if you don't want the last disgrace of your lifetime, please step aside and give Peter Obi a chance. Atiku coming in, I can tell you, they're just going to hand over this ticket free of charge on a platter of gold to Tinubu and his co-hosts. This is not a threat. This is just an advice from a brother who cares about Nigeria.
Araba Ainigba in Abuja on Monday. According to him, the party nationwide committee reached the decision following thorough investigation into El-Rufai's controversial claim of membership.
That pray and let God speak to you for the benefit of Nigeria. Thank you for heeding this advice, and not just to Mr. Kenneth Okonkwo, but other Nigerians. Please, let's keep aside other interests or sentiments, whether my tribe, I'm from the North, my religion, all those things have not helped Nigeria. This is the time that we must forget our own personal interest and think about Nigeria. And I'm very convinced that with Peter Obi, giving him a chance, we will never regret. Thank you for listening. Please go ahead and share this to as many. Those of you that know Mr. Kenneth Okonkwo, please go ahead and send this video to him. I come in peace and not in war. And I love you, brother. I believe the best for Nigeria, something that you also aspire to see happen. May God bless you, my brother, and may God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. I remain your brother, Dr. Haruna Goro. Bye-bye for now.
If everybody here loves me now, if everybody here says, we'll vote for you, and you're okay, I'll go away. I don't stay where everybody likes me, because then they're fake. Yes. There's somebody here who feel like this it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Let me tell you.
All right.
Let me tell you.
So let's apply this to the APC, PDP, APC, and the rest. This is not something that there is a perceived possibility of someone being proved, and just to save his or herself from being proved, they will run into another political party, most likely the ruling party. This will have to address a lot of issues, especially that relates with the corruption. It's really address the issue. And on the other hand, I've seen some of this drama coming more as we approach the electioneering season, because the time is coming when most of this party, as a means of strategy, they will plant their cronies in different parties just to destabilize the system. Look at SDP.
Thank you, Obi. Let me tell you.
SDP, more or less, is already having a faction. Look at Labour Party. It is already having a faction. Look at the new APC. Somehow it's having the factions. These are some of the way that they politically have strategized
what is happening in Labour Party
so that the APC would get back onto.
We have had a problem in our party before.
Somehow it looks as well. But anyway, one will not fully say is the APC planting them.
And he told
because it is something that happens across parties.
I don't want problem in any party.
Especially party that want to assume.
And we were forced to fix it.
Any party that want to grasp power would do anything at their disposal just to get rich and power.
Considering the situation of
I would wish, instead of focusing on the political party to destabilize our society, let those in power do the right
become the president in the first
they will get the support of the masses.
The second one
is nobody will criticize what is working
presidential
in a negative way.
under the Labour
no one will fight against a system that is working, except you are born an enemy.
To run in Labour Party.
In recent days, we talked about Yaradua's son who was married. We could see in the comment section how people were celebrating him. There is no political leader, there is no politician that has been celebrated like Yaradua. There is none in the history of Nigeria. From year in, year out, people will celebrate that man because he left a legacy. Someone who brought down the fuel pump price. Someone whom you can see in different sectors. There were different changes. There was sporadic change taking place. There were positive outlook on the image of the country. We want to see those kind of things instead of seeing all these internal party struggles. I think with this, I don't know what is your opinion, what's your own view about Nasir El-Rufai expelling from
even if we pay agents.
I think more of this will come up in the Bible. What's your opinion? Let me know in the comment box. Do you think this is actually the right move to take, or it's just a strategy to silence all opposition parties? Let me know your point. Thank you so much. If you are new on this particular channel, please have a click to subscribe button. I look forward to that moment where this particular channel becomes.
And they will stop it.
But now, 2023, I was one of the people that campaigned for you vigorously in my community. Among my family, only me I voted for you. But after the election, and when the result was announced, I was mocked. I was embarrassed that, you see now, PA to B. Now, I believe that our vote will not counted. I want to tell you that 2027, what can you tell us? Let us know that 2027 our votes is going to be counted so that we will not be discouraged. Because I believe, as we are here, many people here were discouraged that 2027 did not vote. What we want to tell us that to make us to vote again and again and again.
Don't be discouraged. When you bring a change, you have for enemy all those who live up the old order. They are all a combine and be your enemy. And those who are not sure you succeed, which is tiny members, are not going to fight for you. But don't give up. Because we require a change.
For some of us who are aspiring to be politicians in the future, how do you coexist with people who do not agree with your mandate? Because we see the pictures and also how long do you intend to keep running for presidency so we know how long we can keep this battle going?
Okay. I don't want to say what people hear, they won't even support me again. But I can tell you, it is my belief that this thing, we should even have retirement age for it. I don't want to be running for office. By 2027, I'll be 65 years old, as at the time of the election. And if, for example, they do it north and south, so if it didn't come to me, if I was not lucky, it will go north 2031. The next time it's coming to south is 2039. Am I right? Yes. I'll be about 77 years. I don't want to do any election. It will make a mess of it. I don't want to do that. However, way I operate today, and I don't hide it, is that I'll keep supporting those of you who wants to bring a change with whatever resources I have. But it's not me running again. There must be a time to go away.
So I want to encourage you. You are getting there. Don't give up.
So there was a time when Peter Obi was offered an oil block by the Jonathan administration, and he refused it. That is indeed commendable. That shows a leader that has leadership potential and leadership qualities. He wasn't selfish. He wasn't thinking of his pockets, but rather of national interest. Kudos to you, Peter Obi. You see, I always keep my criticisms and my praise balanced. God bless us all.
This time around, I don't know how the APC will be able to sleep and then close their eyes. And come to think about it, the things that Peter Obi is doing, they are basic, like the most commonest thing anyone would expect, anyone would request from any government. For instance, make the environment suitable enough for investors to come in and invest, rather than the one that it is either tax or security challenge that is driving them away. Make the environment suitable enough that small-scale businesses can thrive. Is that too much to ask for? Make the environment suitable enough that taxes or security challenge will not drive the small-scale businesses into their shell. Make the environment suitable enough that there are employment opportunities for graduates. Year in, year out, we are graduating mass of the youth, mass students into the labor market. But the opportunities are not there. Come to think about it, most of the courses offered in school are not even reflecting what is even needed in the society. So someone will spend 5 years, 7 years, will come out as a graduate, and yet the certificate does not even have a place of application in the society. Because where our society is as of the moment, it have moved century years ahead several courses that are offered in the university. Some courses need to be scrapped away. And our educational system should be focused on courses that are applicable, that are practicable in the current Nigerian system, in the current moving and fast and swift moving society. So that students that go into school, they are coming out with skills and not just knowledge. They are coming out with practical skills. Make our educational system one that can compete with the world. Get us the equipment. How can the government send their students to schools that does not have this basic equipment? They would not. Likewise, would they want to invest on the educational system when they know their students are schooling abroad? Make the system conducive. We're in a computerized age. The kind of equipment needed in the educational sector should be advanced equipment. The halls of the school should be compactable enough to carry no matter the number of students, instead of trying to scroll down on the requirement. Another aspect, make the healthcare services affordable. According to primary healthcare principle, 1, affordability, 2, accessibility, 3, availability, and the next one that is acceptable by the people based on their religious and traditional practices. Not one that is inequitable in the sense that only certain class can harness the healthcare services. Get facilities for the healthcare institutions. If you go to our institutions, year in, year out, graduates are being graduated into the system, some with first class, but they don't have the equipment to work with. Little wonder our political class, they will run abroad to seek healthcare services. On the contrary, how would they invest into the healthcare services or the healthcare system when they are not even utilizing it? Because they don't even trust it. So make the healthcare system one of standard. At a point in time, there were surgeries that people outside Nigeria would come in to seek. At a point in time, our cancer centers were doing very well. The oncology facilities were doing very well. At a point in time, we're competing with world-class healthcare systems. But now, we have good brains. Look at the global space. The people in the healthcare sector making waves, if you check, a good number of them have Nigerian origin. So, if our system was suitable enough, why do they need to migrate out of the system? Pay healthcare workers an amount that is commensurate with the standard of living as of the moment. Is it too much to request for? Make the services affordable. Is it too much to ask for? Year in, year out, we are suffering with flood here and there. How basic are these things? These are things, yet we have systems put in place to have checkmate those things. So if the systems were working, some floods are actually avoidable, they are preventable. Put things in place to address those challenges. Is it too much to ask for? Come to talk about the security aspect. Some of these places, they are not so difficult for our military personnel to handle. But because somehow it looks as though there are political orchestrations, that's why it seems so. If you check the records of our military victories, you will see that any country the Nigerian military step into for peacekeeping, that place, in just give it a little time, the whole enemies will be leveled down. The whole place will be leveled down. We have best hands in our different sectors. Why are we suffering things such as banditry, things such as Boko Haram, things such as kidnapping in this era and time? Why are we suffering these things? These are simple and basic things we are asking. Safety and security needs, they are basic needs. Address these challenges. Nobody would see a good thing and will not praise it. Some of these donations, instead of criticizing Peter Obi, make the donation and see if people will not praise you. Not a 10-minute donations or contributions or support during campaigning period, few months to election, trying to buy the hearts of the people. It does not work in that way. It doesn't work in such manner. If we see you doing these things way ahead, instead of criticizing Peter Obi, you join him to do that. In a number of months, our country will be better. Is it too much to ask? Why focused on political parties? In fact, our leaders, if they just suspect that they want to prove you, they have moved to a new political party. In fact, the ruling political party. Why? Why focusing on election that is in 2 years' time? When you can use this time, the money and everything, fix the basic needs of the people. Why? Is it too much to ask? One will want to wonder. However, let me allow you to watch some of the good deeds of Peter Obi. For you that is asking, what is Peter Obi doing? I believe with all this, you should have known by this time that amongst every other thing, two major agendas stand out: the educational system and the healthcare system. The life of the people depends on the healthcare sector. The future of a country or a nation depends on its minds, the educational sector. Invest on this area, which is what Peter Obi is trying to tell us, the message he has been trying to pass across. Build the minds, reorient them, that crime should not be the normal way of life from the tender stage. And you will address criminal challenges or issues in the society. Make our healthcare sector a befitting one. And you will see people outside would come to access or to utilize our services. And by this doing, you'll be able to even get patronage, which will, at the other hand, serve as a means of getting income. These are just basic things. So at this point, I will not want to speak further, but let's stay glued to each other. If you're just coming across this channel for the first time, please ensure you click the subscribe button below, because there are more coming your way in coming days. And also, I will plead you help to share this video. Let our political class get challenged and start working. We want to get a country that is working. Year in and year out, every day, we are seeing our people, our citizens, migrating out of the country. The brain drain is becoming so serious and massive. Let's try to address these things. So share this video so that our political class will learn and see how we can get a working system, a working government, a working country, and let's recover our nation back. Thank you so much. Stay on and watch the rest part of this video. I look forward to that very moment where this channel becomes your most favorite click. But for now, stay safe and enjoy the rest of your time. Cheers.
And then somebody's talking about Peter Obi. Somebody's talking about this character. Peter Obi was governor of Anambra State. What did he do for 8 years? What did he do for 8 years? These are the questions. So it's not when you are tribalistic. Compare Peter Obi, Anambra, which is a gold mine. Give me Anambra. And if in 1 year I do not change Anambra, I will not take salary. I will not live in their government house. Anambra, I will live in my car. Give me Anambra if I will not change Anambra. Go to my village. I'm not a governor. Go to Obama. Go to Lenkalawari. Go to see what I'm doing. I don't wait for anybody. When you travel, when you go to Dubai, you go to United Arab Emirates, you go to Qatar, you come to China, you go to Turkey, you will not listen to any Nigerian leader that is talking. You will not listen to any governor that is talking. You will not listen to anybody who is controlling budget, because you are not sincere. You are tribal and you are telling other people that they are tribal. Somebody was governor for 8 years. He has nothing to show. He has nothing to... How can anybody compare Peter Obi with Tinubu? How? Go to Lagos. Go to Lagos before, look at Lagos before 1999 and Lagos of today. He was there for 8 years. He left.
This government has borrowed more than government of Yaradua, Jonathan, Buhari put together. Top government officials in this capital of Abuja commissioning post station where we lost 20-something soldiers in Niger. Is commissioning road more important than our soldiers that are dying? I don't need a day more than 4 years.
So we don't belong to a gang of states.
No. I was a governor for my first 4 years. I drove 406. For the rest of it, I didn't drive a bulletproof cars. Nobody's trying to kill you. You're doing the right thing.
Would this be canvassing for a political solution to the case of Nnamdi Kanu?
Why is he being held? That doesn't make sense to me.
You are an APC member or a Labour Party member?
I'm a member of this, and I'm going to work with this group.
You are thinking of being a running mate to Atiku. Is that the case right now?